welcome to my Flosstube channel, SamBrie Stitches. My name is Becca. If you want to bypass the opening photos, you can jump to about 9 minutes in, and that will start the actual video. I can't breathe. I know you do. Oh, look at him. Oh, you're handsome. Oh, hello. Oh, there. Yep. Oh, that's a bull too. No, you can't. Oh. Yeah, you do? Okay.
Oh, you are so adorable. You're the biggest.
Oh. This one I'm eating.
So you got an, okay. Where's
So mean.
Are you ready? Oh, you're so cute. Oh, he goes backwards.
Hi, Flosstube friends. My name is Becca, and this is Sweet Shadow Girl, and you have reached SamBrie Stitches here on YouTube. No marshmallows today. She's just getting doggy treats. This is Flosstube number 140, and this is a channel about cross stitch. It feels like I have not done this in a long time, but it has been 2 weeks. I'm trying to get back on a 2-week schedule. So welcome to any new viewers. I hope that you enjoy this. It's going to be a little bit of a modge podge type of video this time because I did some recordings throughout the couple of weeks, and I'm just going to squish them in here and there throughout this video. So I hope you enjoy. I talk about cross stitch. I talk about my cross stitch designing journey, and I also do interviews with other Flosstubers and other designers, and I have a whole playlist on my channel for that. And welcome back to my returning subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love your comments and I love your support. I know that the Flosstube community has continuously grown. It's huge. New Flosstubers every single day. So I appreciate you coming back and watching me and supporting me, and it just means the world to me. So, like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a Modge Podge video because I've recorded different videos throughout the couple of weeks with like my haul and different things like that. I really hope that you enjoyed the opening. I'm sure it was a little bit longer, but I had an incredible experience this past weekend, which I'll talk about at the end with my life update. But I really hope you enjoyed all of the photos from the past couple of weeks. So I wanted to start off before showing cross stitch of my own. I wanted to show a couple finishes that were posted on Instagram and in my Facebook group. I have my own Facebook group. It's SamBrie Stitches and Friends. The link will be down below. I post my freebies in there. I'm also hosting a Zoom for my Facebook friends in that group this evening. Hopefully it goes well. I am prepping for a colonoscopy. I know, probably TMI, but I am not able to eat all day today, and then I have to start the icky stuff tonight just before I host the Zoom. So they're going to help me keep my mind off being miserable for a little bit. So if you're interested in that, you can go join my Facebook group. Please make sure you answer the questions so that I know that you're a real person. The first one that I want to show you is a freebie. I had listed it in my Etsy shop for a little while and I was like, it's kind of small for me to try and sell. So I turned it into a freebie and it's posted to my Facebook group, and it is called Gobble. And you're looking at the picture now. This is by Andrea Luncato. I hope I'm saying that right. But I'm so happy that she stitched it. It's super cute. And I just love seeing people stitching my designs. It just still blows my mind. I talk about that too in my upcoming interview with the Flosstuber. And I interviewed Leanne from 1897 Schoolhouse Samplers. And it was an incredible interview. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. It should go up on Sunday, this Sunday, the 19th. And the other finish that I want to show you is absolutely incredible. It's by a Deborah Carroll Stitcher. She is a friend of mine. She also has a Flosstube channel. And she stitched Margaretha Seekins, which is my reproduction sampler that was released at Nashville this year. She stitched it in honor of her father, I believe it was. So it is a beautiful, stunning finish. I think she had to change up a couple colors because of the fabric she chose, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. She did an amazing job. And I will link her down below so that you can go check out her Flosstube and her Instagram as well. Oh, and the shirt I'm wearing, it says, "You had me at cross stitch." This was gifted to me by my friend Jennifer. She is the owner of WhatRUDoin Studio. She makes these t-shirts and stickers, and she's actually part of what I'm going to talk about next, which is my mini retreat box and Zoom session. I know I went into details last video, and I can't show the pieces this time because they are finished on the finishing piece that was custom made by ScarletSkyDesignsTX. Tongue twister. Boxes are on sale now in my Etsy shop, which will be linked down below. It's SamBrie Designs. I put a lot of love, a lot of work, a lot of thought, a lot of money into this creation. And I'm hoping that y'all like it. I'm nervous because I listed them on November 6th, which was my husband's birthday, and my bestie Anna, who is StitchToolBox, who also made 2 incredible items for my mini retreat box. And not a ton of them have sold, and I'm really nervous that maybe y'all don't like the designs because I showed the 2 designs. There's a third one that's just a small winter themed one. So I'm hoping that y'all go check it out. All the details are on Etsy. The Zoom is going to be fun. There's going to be raffle tickets in the boxes, and then I'm just going to choose raffle tickets and you win the prize. There is a finishing session with my friend Vonna Pfeiffer during that Zoom. So I hope that y'all go check it out. I know it seems expensive. It's on par with other boxes, and sometimes even less because I'm including shipping to US and Canada. Those are the only places I'm shipping because of restrictions and such. So I'm sorry that it's limited. But Vanna's going to be teaching the finishing class. You get the Zoom, you get the raffle prizes, and you get over $180 value in the box itself. And I'm only asking $175 for all of it. And I know boxes are expensive. When I was purchasing Bee Stitch Me boxes, which are worth every penny, I did the PayPal split in 4 payment. So it was a lot easier to pay for the boxes in smaller increments. So that is an option too. It's just a split in 4 payments type of thing. So please go check it out. I would really love to see you on Zoom so you can meet Vonna. I want to do a special thank you to a few people that let me share in their Facebook groups that don't normally allow like advertising, but they let me. So Julie Chrissave from Homespun Needlework, I got to share in there. She does amazing exclusives. She works her booty off to make that group incredible. And the exclusive, she's got them booked out for the next year or two or something like that, which is amazing. Someday I wish that I would be included in that. That would be kind of neat because I do antique sampler reproductions, but until then I like to watch and see what's coming up, and sometimes I can afford them and sometimes I can't, but it's a really nice group. Julie, I got to meet at Acorns and Threads, and she is incredible. She's very nice, very sweet, and I was kind of fangirling just getting to meet her, so it was really neat. So thank you to Julie. I posted in my Pacific Northwest Facebook group. Krista allowed me to post in our sampler years, which is another cool Facebook group where I believe she hosts stitch alongs and splits things up over, X amount of time. So that's kind of neat. Of course, Brandy at Stitch Me allowed me to share in her Facebook group because and that might be another thing that's stopping people, is this time I just did 18 count Aida because that's what all of my smalls are typically stitched on. I didn't do a linen option because this is my first box and I didn't know how well it was going to go, and linen is expensive, and so I just did 18 count Aida. But it's still like my smalls turn out great on 18 count Aida. So I don't know if that's what's stopping people, is because there's an Aida fabric in there. I don't know, but her fabric is awesome. And so if you buy a box and you haven't tried it, at least you'll get to try her fabric. And Stacy, my friend Stacy from Stitching 911, let me share in her Facebook group, and we chatted for a little bit in Messenger. I've been trying to get her to do an interview with a Flosstuber, but she's had so much going on. So we will continue to work on her and see if she would be willing to do it sometime next year. But I really, really appreciate those women for letting me share in their Facebook groups. And I just want to say an incredible thank you to my friends. I reached out to some friends and said, hey, would you mind sharing on your social media? And I just received so much support, and it was great. And Kim and Jade from Small Town Needleworks, we've become pretty good friends, and they're blowing up right now. They're doing a retreat next year, or 2 retreats next year, I think, and they're doing all these big things. And we've been friends pretty much since, like, I don't know, just maybe a few months ago, but it feels like longer. They were messaging me, asking me questions on, printers and how to print and all that kind of stuff. And we were chit-chatting and became friends. And their designs are awesome. I'm super excited I got a sneak peek of one of the Christmas designs they're going to be releasing, and I want to stitch it. So we'll see. But they bought 2 boxes. So they will be part of the Zoom, which will be really cool to have some other Flosstubers in there as well. You should go check out their videos. I did an interview with them, so there is that too. But there's just been so much love and support from the team that I reached out to be a part of this, to friends that are helping post and share it. And some of the makers in the box have donated giveaways. ScarletSkyDesignsTX is going to hide a $50 gift card in one of their finishing pieces in a random box, which is really cool. So I won't even know where it is. So hopefully the boxes sell out, because then it just doesn't sit there, because then I might be tempted to open the finishing pieces and try to find it so I could use it. So help me sell them out. Selling these boxes also, once I recoup the money that I spent, it's actually going to help pay to get to Nashville, because me and my husband are going to go to Nashville, and I have my own room, so it's a little bit more expensive this time. So I'm hoping that these boxes help us, get to where we're going. Okay, so enough on the boxes. I apologize for rambling on. I just really, really wanted to get the point across on how incredible these are. I I set up a 6-foot table downstairs and I started putting stuff out for the boxes, and I'm still waiting on the fabric and the finishing pieces and a couple other things. But it's just laying them out and seeing all the stuff. I'm excited. I like this. This is a really cool box, and I wanted to be like different than everybody else. You know, like I do my interviews. I didn't just want to be like, here is a, you know, stitchy box, and this is what you get, you know, a stitchy box. Nobody else offers a zoom. Nobody else offers a incredible finisher or an incredible person being part of it. So I just wanted a little bit more because I couldn't make it to retreats this year. And I know there's several who couldn't, you know, can't make it to in-person retreats. So I figured, you know, 4 or 5 hour Zoom session with some raffles and some time with Vonna Pfeiffer would be absolutely amazing. And a special thank you to Vonna for doing this. She is so incredibly generous and so kind, and I just love her to death. She is just a star in our stitching community, and I'm sure y'all would agree to that as well. So, okay, sorry, enough rambling. Speaking of boxes though, my bestie Anna, who's StitchToolBox, is also offering a Christmas box in her Etsy shop. And I purchased hers and then she purchased mine, and I was like, what are you doing? Or she purchased mine first, but I'm like, what are you doing? We should just swap them. But yeah, we're supporting each other. Anna makes incredible project bags and other goodies, so please go check hers out as well. Again, I know that boxes are a lot and we're trying to support each other. I think that you might still be able to do the PayPal and for multiple items. I'm not 100% sure, but at least go check it out and show her some love because she is incredible. I wanted to show, oh, actually, ooh, great. There goes my piece of my haul. I'm a mess, by the way, because I'm trying to get things ready for the box, and then a lot of my models are finished, fully finished for Nashville, so I've got to get going on that. But before I show, I have a couple little bit of stitchy kindness. I wanted to do the giveaway winners. So let me pull that up, and they're just kind of piled over here, so we'll see what I got. Ooh. Okay, so and I still haven't mailed out to anybody who is model stitching for me that I talked to last week, or giveaway winners. I've not mailed those out yet. I've been crazy busy, but I will get those out as soon as I can. I really appreciate everybody's patience. So the Fat Quarter Shop Dear Stitch Quarterly goes to Tamra Pierce. So congratulations, Tamra. Let's see what's next. The quilt, which I think these got all messed up, so I'm hoping it's the 3. So it's this one, these 2 quilts, and then this goes to Lisa Clark. So congratulations, Lisa. Please don't fall. Everything is falling. The next one is the 3 chicken charts. Yep, it's falling. Of course it is. Oh my gosh, why won't anything just stay where it belongs? So the 3 chicken charts go to Richter Stitcher, who also has a Flosstube channel and is a friend of mine. So congratulations. Whatever, they're gonna fall. I'm just gonna let them fall. And then Spooky, which I think was these 2 charts. I can't remember, but anyways, you get these 2 charts. It goes to Jennifer Darnell. So congratulations. And the last one is, if you stay to the very end of my video, because my last video was my 4-year Flosstube anniversary, you got 5 charts of mine. And so Kara Beetlesbach, I apologize. I am horrible at names. But you won 5 of my PDF charts. So if all of y'all could just email me what you won in the what's the subject section, words. I haven't eaten since dinner last night, and it is 11 a.m. right now, and it's only going to get worse. If you could just email me and in the comment section say what you won, and then send me your mailing address if I need to mail to you, or what you want for the PDFs. So congratulations, y'all. So Stitchy Kindness really quick. Speaking of small town needleworks, Kim and Jade, they sent me this. Look at, that's awesome. And it's a little ornament, but it's going to go right up on my Bigfoot wall. I've been waiting to hang it up till I showed it, but this is a Tim Weberding woodworking out of Tennessee, but I love it. So thank you, ladies. You're so kind. And it's going right up on my Bigfoot wall. And then my friend Michael, who also has a Flosstube channel, I believe she's posted one video, maybe two. I'm behind on my Flosstube. She model stitched a very special reproduction for me. That's actually part of my Nashville releases. And I was trying to clean up my stitchy room yesterday, and I went to break down the box that she had sent and did not realize that there were goodies in the box. And I texted her, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And she's like, oh, I forgot to have you look. But she sent me a really nice card. Hiccups. And she sent me the Stitch Niche. That's so cute. I really would like to go to the Stitch Niche. I would like to go to different cross stitch shops someday. And then she sent me these cute scissors and the Tinsmith's Wife ribbon. How cute is that? She's so sweet. Her and I have become really good friends. We text, we've Zoomed, together, and she's just awesome. So I'll be linking all of my Flosstube friends down below that I mentioned, because they're all incredible and they all deserve some love. So there is that. So I already talked about my models being pretty much finished. I'm super excited because as part of the mini retreat box on the Zoom, the people who attend that Zoom will get to see all of my Nashville new releases before they're even sent to the shops. So you get like a week ahead sneak peek at my releases, which I thought would be really kind of cool and special to include in the box too. So those are pretty much ready. Vanna's finishing 2 of them for me. I'm so excited to see her finishes. It's my first time that I'm having her, or I asked her, and it's my first time, getting her to finish some stuff. So it's going to be really cool. And I've already pretty much got through fall designed and being stitched for next year. So I feel like I'm ahead of the curve. We'll see how long that lasts, but I've been feeling good. So I'm getting there. So I want to, speaking of models, my trunk show is at Acorns and Threads. And what I did is I did kind of a seasonal type of trunk show for them and some reproductions, but more, Thanksgiving and Christmas and Hanukkah, that kind of stuff. And so I messaged Janine. I was like, hey, would you mind, recording a video for me? Because they're 3+ hours away. And one of her staff members graciously recorded and did an amazing job, and it looks incredible. They are so good at displays. So I want to pop that video in here so that you could just see it, and if you have a chance to go see it in person, I would love to hear what you think. But I'm so proud of it. hope you enjoyed that. It was a nice little video. Like I said, I'm just super proud of it. So I'm going to pop in another video. These are my finishes. I wanted to record the video ahead of time because I actually dropped off the 3 pieces to be framed as I picked up the 2 Nashville reproductions that were framed, and just did a little separate video to show you, so hopefully you enjoy. Okay, so I have 2 finishes to show you and a previous finish I want to show again, and actually I have an FFO as well. So the FFO, I was invited by the Fat Quarter Shop to participate in their Stitchtober event, and I wanted to do just the stitch cards, so I ended up doing, I think it was set R, and this is how I finished it. This board was sent to me by Patchwork and Poppies, I believe, from their shop, and it fit perfectly on there. Just some sticky board, a little batting to make it poofy, and I stitched them all together. And then this is from like Joann's or Michael's, and then I stuck a cute little button on there, and it's perfect for my fall display. It's nice to finally have some FFOs. I've been, I don't know, out of it with stitching and finishing because I'm liking the bigger stuff now. So this was kind of a nice finish. So there's that one. The previous one that you've seen, but if you're new here, I'm taking these to get framed. So this is Plum Street Samplers. I left the words off. What's the name of it? Autumn something, I think. Autumn Gifts, I think. And it's an 18 count color and cotton. I talked about it in my last video, but I wanted to show it again because I'm going to take it to get framed. The next finish was with a needle and thread, maker and mender. I need to iron this, of course, before I take it to get framed. This is 20 count Sand Dollar by Bestitch Me. And this was a sal that I did 2 different sals. My birthday sal, which my birthday was January 4th. So I did Becca's birthday sal. And then those of us that were at the Jingle Ball last year created a Facebook group to stay connected. And this was the sal for that. And I think it was just maker and mender sal, but I cannot remember for sure. But it's pretty, and it's done. It took me forever. I don't know if I'm gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna get that framed. And then the last one is a gift for my younger daughter. October 1st was Witchy Stitcher Day, and so we chose Poisonous Plants. And she chose this 18 count, I think it's Woodland by Picture This Plus. It's a dark green. So I ended up doing 2 strands of the DMC for the stitching, and then 1 strand for the back stitch. But it turned out really pretty, so I'm gonna get this framed for her as well. So those are my finishes. I feel quite accomplished as far as that goes. So I'm gonna send them off to get framed, and when they come back, I will share with you them fully finished. So I know you had seen the Plum Street Sampler one last time, but I had to re-show it just in case. So I had 3 finishes in such a short amount of time. Well, 4, because I fully finished the Fat Quarter Shop piece. So it's been a pretty productive couple of weeks. I don't know who I am, to be honest with you. And on Instagram, I don't know if very many of you follow me on Instagram. I think I asked before, and a lot of you said that you were only Flosstube and don't have social media. So I posted this picture on my Instagram, and people started asking a lot of questions because they wanted to know the kind of things that I was using, like the stand I was using and this and that. Because I have a downstairs stitchy spot, and then I have an upstairs spot. And downstairs is when I stitch pretty much in the evening so I can be with my husband. And then I work up here. I don't really stitch very much up here, but I work. I do my designing and all that kind of stuff in here. But so I created a video to answer some of the questions, and I figured I'd include it here. And actually, a couple of friends texted me and said, hey, you should create an Amazon affiliate link for some of the items, you know, that you are using and that you think others would like. So I did. And I will post my link tree in the description box if there's anything that you're interested in. It would be an affiliate, so I do get something. I don't even know how the program works. I just signed up for it. But if you like something, the link will be in my link tree down towards the bottom. So hopefully you enjoy this video. It'll be a little quick, I think. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick little video because people had a lot of questions about what I was using in my stitchy space with that picture that I posted. The first thing that wasn't really shown, but I would like to show, is if you use an iPad or a phone or tablet of any sort, this is an awesome holder. It is heavy duty metal, and you can adjust it, and it is sturdy, and I got it off of Amazon, and I absolutely love it. So I use that because I stitch off of an iPad. The next thing is this light, and I have it on. 3 different settings, and down here is, you can change it, see, to different colors. It's got all sorts of different colors that you can change it to. My husband got this for me from Costco, I think like a year or 2 ago. And then you can also just turn this off and have the light on. It is an aught light, and I love it. You can adjust it, and it's just perfect for where I'm stitching. So there's that. The next thing is, people are asking about my stand. This is a Kay's Creation stand. I like that you can adjust it. So like if I need it to be, you know, lower, I can adjust it down here, and then I can turn it here. It's easy for my Q-snap to flip around so I can finish the back, and it's sturdy. I like to use it like this for the most part because I'm left-handed and it's easier to reach around without banging my hands on these things. But you can also use it like this way and have your stitching facing you as well. So there's that. This is a Kay's Creation Baby Z lap stand that I got off of Etsy, and it holds Q-snaps like amazingly. The last thing that people are asking me about is the table that I'm using. Oop. And I just knocked down everything. It is actually a Ray Dunn table, and it has a little stopper on here, and it adjusts in height too. So like you can make it sit up or not. It does have legs. I just have them flat right now on my lap. But I got this at TJ Maxx. It was on clearance for $13. I don't know if they still have those, but it's just a Ray Dunn stand. But I love it because I can adjust it, and it's got plenty of space for everything to fit. The other thing that somebody asked me about were these that were in the picture. These were made by my long distance stitchy bestie Anna, who is StitchToolBox. She has the Etsy shop, and this is my work tray and like my pin pillow that she made for me. She sews exceptionally well. Her project bags are amazing. And these are special to me because we finally got to meet in person, and these were part of the gift. So I think that was all of the questions. If anybody else has any other questions, just let me know. I just wanted to do a quick little video just to kind of show you what I was using in my downstairs stitchy space. Thanks, everybody. So I showed some of the goodies in my stitchy spot. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Another video that I had posted, and actually it was the coolest thing because Lowe's, a representative from Lowe's, actually commented on it and thought it was really cool that I was going to use it for cross stitch. I purchased a little toolbox. It's the coolest thing ever. I have not had time to fill it yet, but I'm going to enter the video here so that you can kind of check it out. They're like 20 bucks. They're amazing. So enjoy that video. I wanted to share something that I purchased at Lowe's. I saw that they had a whole bunch of different colors. Unfortunately, they didn't have purple, but I got this for under $20. I think it was like $19.96 or something like that. And it's a mini toolbox. They say that they have silver, blue, red, black, green, and then pink, I think, for the colors. So what I think I'm going to do with it is use it for stitching. So let's see if we can get this out of here really quick. I'm not sure if it wants to come out of the box. Oh, it did. Very loudly. Sorry. All right. Here it is. So the top opens. This opens. So there's a drawer and another drawer. So this is going to be filled with stitchy stuff, but I thought I'd share it. Apparently Lowe's had them a year or two ago and they sold out like crazy. So I figured I'd post this and show y'all if you wanted to go and get one. I'm excited to fill this up. All right. I wish I will have time, hopefully sometime soon, to kind of get that filled up, and then I'll do another video kind of showing what I put in there, but I just haven't had time yet. So like I said, this is a Mod Podge video. You get me and then you get random videos throughout. I actually decorated for Thanksgiving, y'all. I know several of you have missed my decor tours, and I was feeling good and there were no mice in my Thanksgiving one. So I figured I would include my Thanksgiving decor tour in this video as well, since Thanksgiving is next week for us in the US. So I hope that you enjoy that video. Okay, so I decorated for Thanksgiving today. It is November 1st. I know many of you missed my decor tours, so I decorated for you. So here we go. Let's go in and start at the top. Sorry if it's a little dark. So this is my first area. That is a Cherry Hill Stitchery chart and one of my favorite stitches that I've done. It's just so beautiful. And some Ray done. The next section is the blessed section. I'm going to try to go in and see if I could focus. That one is another Cherry Hill Stitchery, Grateful. And I think this was a Homestead Needleworks finishing piece. So there's that section. Then down here is my little thankful section. That give thanks, I think that's a Brenda Gervais, but I'm not sure. And then I can't remember who this one is, but it's a Biscornu that I made and I finished. It's kind of blurry, there we go. So there's that. Then we go over here to the turkey area. So this is an Erica Michaels. And I just did back stitch for the Gobble Gobble because she had over one. And I stitched on Ada. This is my pattern. Gobble Gobble Gobble. So there's that. Man, this stuff's getting blurry. I don't know what's up with my camera. This next section, Autumn Strolls, is by Lindy Stitches. And I finished it as a flat fold kind of stand up. I love this one. So pretty. Thankful. I can't remember if that's a hands-on design like freebie. I can't remember who that's by, but it's just a small little freebie. So there's that. And then the top section is just a whole bunch of turkeys over here. Stuff that I've gotten from Goodwill and different places. This is part of a Waxing Moon Designs. I think it's like Autumn Trio. I'm gonna put the turkey. This doesn't really go with anything. It says Happy Thanksgiving on the side, but those animals, man, so cute. More Ray done. And then this gumball machine was from Target for Halloween, but I figured it would work for Thanksgiving too. There's that. I made this rag garland, and then there's a Ray done thankful blanket. And then over here, It's just a little cornucopia Ray done, a cute little squirrel and that. And then you go up. Sorry if you can hear that in the background, I'm making ice. And then just a few decor pieces. And that's it. That's my Thanksgiving display. I feel like I should stitch probably some more Thanksgiving pieces, but that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I did a little kind of behind the scene videos that I like to post on my TikTok. TikTok is kind of ticking me off right now because of like it caps views and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how it works, but I recorded an unpackaging video of a new antique sampler that I received, and the colors, just anything with purple in it just calls to me. So hopefully you enjoy this little unpackaging video, and then I'll show you the sampler and so that way you can kind of get a better look. Okay, so the sampler, my nose is itchy. She sent me like a nice little card and a thank you, and it was really kind of neat. And it's not that big, but this is it. It's really tiny, and it says, you know, remember now thy creator in the days of the youth, and it's Annie Mary Moody Hall, I think. It's hard to, or Thull, I think it's Thull, 1878. It blends in like you wouldn't believe on there. But look at that back. Look, the colors are so bright, and I mean the purple is what got me, you know. So I might do charting from the front and the back, because the front is really pretty too on there, and it didn't fade too much. It did, because that's purple at the bottom. So see the Annie, and then you see the Annie here. It did fade, but I'm super excited to get that one charted. I was toying with the idea of doing a smaller sampler type mini retreat box for September next year, but I'm not sure, because if I don't recoup what I've put into this box, I don't want to keep putting money into boxes, you know what I mean? I don't know if I can break into that genre, because you have to put money up front in order to create these boxes. And so we'll see how this one currently goes. But I was thinking it would be kind of neat to do the same kind of concept, but have like a sampler expert or something be a part of the Zoom and talk about them and show and that kind of thing. So we'll see what happens. The other thing that I had fun doing is I have been working on a reproduction sampler for a while, charting it. It is a nightmare, and it makes me go cross-eyed. And I have found an incredible, brave model stitcher that is going to stitch her. So she's going to stitch what I've charted, and I'm close to finishing it. And I created a fun little video so you can see like the behind the scenes of how I work. I work messy is what I work. But I'm going to put that video in here so that you can kind of see what it's like for me. So I started charting this like a long time ago, and I don't know what I was thinking with the color palette that I had originally used. But I spent all afternoon choosing a new color palette. It's a combination of Classic Colorworks, Gentle Arts, a couple of DMC, and Weeks. And I think it matches pretty good. It's a beautiful color palette. I match from the front because I just love the faded look of this. But look at the mess I've made. There's floss here. There's floss here. Up here next to me. All over here. Like, this is insane how much of a mess I've made. but I think it's worth it because I think this is a beautiful color palette. And I'm so excited to get this off to my model stitcher and then continue charting it. There's a lot of over one and a lot of specialty stitches. So yeah, it took a little while, and I still need to put some floss away that aren't on the hoops or the loops or whatever you call them, but she's getting there. I have a little bottom section left to do, and then hopefully she's complete. And I am so thankful that I have a model stitcher for her, because I started to stitch her and I just couldn't do it on the 36 count linen. I just couldn't. I don't know. I just can't see the holes, and I don't like wearing tons of magnifiers and having to be restricted with, you know, having a magnifier and that kind of stuff. So she should be a 2025 Nashville release. I'm going to give my model stitcher plenty of time to get her stitched. So I'm excited for that. All right, let's show some whips. I don't have very many whips because I had those finishes. But the first whip, it's in the drawer. I love Corey's bags, Crafty Corey. She's an Acorns and Threads exclusive. I've been working on the Blue Flower Happy Campers. This was my anniversary start, and there's a hashtag Camping with Friends Sal. My stitchy bug had left me for a few days, and it was pretty rough, but it's back now. There's the floss bling. This was gifted to me by Chris Yo's Yoo Flies. Me and my husband. She is awesome. This is looking so good. This is on 18 count Spirit of the Forest by Bee Stitch Me. And I actually did one of my releases on this too. So it is, a section is cut out of it. But there it is. So I stitched the bear in the tent. Isn't he adorable? I still need to find my glow in the dark. I used it for a model and now I can't find it, but I want to do glow in the dark moon and the stars up there. But I love it. It's coming out so good. I think Janine McGowan is like one of my favorite designers. I just love all of her animal patterns. She just does such an incredible job. The next one is my Heaven and Earth, and I was supposed to write down the information and I didn't because I failed. But it's in this cute bag that was made for me by Jan Holder, who makes incredible bags. I haven't seen her list anything, but she did start a Flosstube, which is exciting. So a lot of new Flosstubers for you to go watch. But I started the Heaven and Earth Mini Dream Weaver on my husband's birthday, which is November 6th, or which was November 6th. And I think I've worked on it a total of 5 evenings, and I am at 5.39% or something like that. And it doesn't look like much, but I mean, that's quite a bit. So I started in the center. So I think I'm working on the actual middle part of the dream catcher. This is on 18 count sandbar by Bee Stitch Me. And I'm really liking the fabric. Let me see if I can put this behind there. And then I reached out because I was watching Crafty Gaming Jamie. She likes to stitch a lot of the full coverage pieces. I really wish that you could see that a little bit better. There's a lot of white and stuff that blends in. It was really difficult to stitch some of the white. But I reached out to Crafty Gaming Jamie, and she, I don't know if I wrote it down or not. Darn it. There is an app that she talks about in her videos. And so I downloaded it, and I can't remember the name of it. And my phone is recording, and it's on my phone. But you can take a picture of your cover photo, and you input all the information, and every time that you stitch on it, you can add the stitches in, and it calculates. You can put in, like, I put in 5 years so that it's done for our 30th anniversary. And it says I have to do like 28 or 29 stitches a day to have it done by, I think, the beginning of May, mid-May or something, so I have time to get it framed. Whatever date I put in. It's the coolest thing ever if you stitch full coverage. So go check out Crafty Gaming Jamie for the app name. I'm so happy that I found it, because I'm not a full coverage person, but that was calling to me for the longest time. So it's pretty cool. My other whip, I worked on very little. I brought it to my local stitching night, and it's been something that I haven't touched in a while, and I don't know why I pulled it out, because I'm not enjoying stitching on it that much. I love how it looks and I want it finished. It's just not floating my boat right now. Messy floss, but this is another, this was custom made by Chris for Chrissy, finally a farm girl, and I, who were doing the snap salve. It's super cute. I don't even know if Chrissy finished it or if she's worked on it, but I decided to pull it out because I got a good chunk done. But this is on 18 count opalescent frost from Be Stitch Me. And I don't even know if it's worth showing, but it's been a while since I showed it. The only thing that I got done is some of the shingles in the roof. But I'm doing Krynic. Oh, I hope you can't hear my stomach growl. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be a long day. I'm doing Krynic instead of beads. So it's such a beautiful chart. I don't know why I'm not enjoying stitching it. And then we got bags off of Etsy. I think this is one of the bags that we got that was matching. This is from Just Crossing Stitches. And then I believe Chrissy made me this scissor fob. So I don't know if I'm going to pull it out again or not. I really should have been focusing on the Blackbird Designs Winter Wonderland because all I had to do was the house to get it finished. But I don't know why this called to me for like a second. And then I was like, I don't want to stitch it. And the other thing, same thing. This one y'all voted for me to work on, so I decided to pull it out. But I'm mad at it, so it's in timeout. So here's my floss bling from Yoo Flies, Frosty the Snowman. So cute. This is a bag that Anna StitchToolBox made. I love it. I have a lot of her bags too, because she's my bestie. Okay, so this is on, I think, 18 count Opalescent Night Sky. Did I leave it in here? Yes, I did. Oh, Galaxy. Opalescent Galaxy, 18 count. So I got it out and I was working on the church, right? Clearly you can see that I still was working on it. What I'm mad about is my stitching is off. So like this, it's all off. I don't know how wonky the church is going to be. I got mad and I put it away, but now I'm looking at it and now I want to stitch it because I saw somebody show their finish on Instagram and I can't remember who it was, but I love it and I want it stitched. So I need to work on it. It probably won't get finished in time for me to put out for Christmas this year, but I would love to have it finished. So those are my whips. Like I said, I had the Poisonous Plants finish. I had the Maker and Mender finish. I had the set cards finish. So I stitched quite a bit for losing my stitchy bug for like 3 days or so. So pretty good, pretty good. Haul. I have got some haul. I'm going to insert a video because I needed to cut up and send off, which I haven't even sent yet, but I recorded the video anyways ahead of time. I got a haul of Seraphim fabrics because I wanted to create a stash. So I am going to insert that here so that you can see all the gloriousness of the fabric. So this is part of my haul. I needed to build up my fabric stash, and so I ordered a bunch of fabrics from Seraphim. So I have a ton of Be Stitch Me, and I think next I'm going to order a bunch from Grace Notes because I love their fabric too, and Cedar River Linen. So I'm going to try and stock up on that, but wanted to show you these, recording it separately again. So you'll see me in a different outfit because I need to send stuff out to my model stitchers. So I wanted to share this before I actually did my floss tube. So the first one, and these are all 18 counts. This is Summer Storm, and I'm not going to open it all the way, but look how pretty that one is. I really like this one. It's like it's gray blue. It really just screams storm. So there's that one. Then this one is Time Goes By. It's a really, really pretty neutral. I got quite a few neutrals just because I have a lot of colorful fabrics from Be Stitch Me, so I needed some more neutrals. Bee's Knees. Everybody has seen Bee's Knees. This is a popular one. What is this one? Witching Hour. This is the subtle Witching Hour because I guess there's two versions, but I wanted the subtle one. So again, it just looks like Halloween and a stormy. It's a little bit darker than Summer Storm, but they both look stormy to me. So the Witching Hour is a little bit more gray. The Summer Storm's a little bit more blue. Snickering Pines. I really liked this one. Just a nice green. And I think I have an idea for this one actually, for one of my models. And then this one is, I think, Earth Angel, I think. But a really, really pretty blue. And then Winter White, a very nice neutral. Very, very nice. Our Seraphim's doesn't have a ton of modeling in it, which is nice too for like the reproductions and stuff. I think this one, I can't read it. Something Mist. Silver Mist, I think. I think that's what it says. Another gray tone. More of like a silvery gray on this one. Dusty Road, which is one of my favorite neutrals from Seraphim. Everybody should have a Dusty Road. And then everybody should have like Not Another Sampler from Be Stitch Me in there. She's got some good neutrals too. Antique Lace. Another neutral. It's, I don't know, my coloring might not be good, but so Dusty Road is just a little bit darker than Antique Lace for the Ada. And then Old Stationery. Oh no, it came off. I better not lose that tag. Old Stationery is just like a darker brown with a bit of modeling in it. Don't you lose that tag. And then Prairie Grass. Another nice darker neutral. And then the last one is caramel. Caramel, how do you say it? Usually I say caramel. I don't know why I said caramel. Either way, beautiful. So that is my fabric haul from Seraphim. She gets her fabrics out pretty quickly. So I'm excited to have a little bit of a stockpile for models. And more fabric to come in the future. That was a lot of fabric. And there'll probably be a lot more because I am going to reach out to a couple other people and stock up on some fabrics too. I did get my fabric of the month, speaking of fabrics, from Be Stitch Me. This is Sugar Cream Pie. A beautiful, beautiful neutral. I love it. And actually, I don't know, I might use this in my plans, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But other haul, I did get my Floss Fix from Fat Quarter Shop. I have the Classic Colorworks. I just want to get the whole set because Gentle Arts sent me a whole set of their floss to design with. And I want to get Classic Colorworks. And I really want a whole set of silk too, but I don't think I can afford that. I haven't even started. I have Brandy's full set of silks that she sent me that I love to design with, but all right. So courtesy of the Fat Quarter Shop, I'm going to show you what's new at Fat Quarter Shop. And another chicken. This is Penny. And then a fall harvest. Super cute. I think this was in their Stitch Quarterly. Yeah, it was in their Stitch Quarterly. It's just the chart this time. Oh, this is pretty. Alpine Blooms. Stackables, which I think I want to stitch the stackables for next year too. That's part of my plan talk. And then a big old heavy quilt book. Celebrate with Quilts. I don't know if it tells me, but there's a ton of quilts in here. Oh my gosh. Blocks. I don't know. It doesn't say how many there are. At least I can't find it. Oh wait, here. Quilts to bring you a set of 13 unforgettable quilts from 60 sampler quilt blocks in their ever so elegant scrappy style. So that's a good heavy duty book. I will have a quilt raffle in my mini retreat Zoom. So I'm not going to do giveaways this video because I need to catch up with sending stuff out, and the holidays are coming and I need to start packaging up my retreat boxes. So forgive me for not doing a giveaway this go around. One thing I wanted to show really quick before I jump into plans is this actually has to do with plans. This is an amazing, amazing stitchy kind of planner. My Crazy Life, who is Lori Sykes, I think I pronounced her name right. She has a Flosstube channel as well. She reached out to several of us designers, which was the coolest thing ever, to put together a planner, and it's still available. The planner designers, there's a list of us. Cosford Rice Stitchery, Kelly, Maximum Cross Stitch, Ellen Reed, me, Kate Stitcher Designs, Silver Stitcher Designs, Foxtail Fibers, Darling and Winsy Designs, Finally a Farm Girl, Mama Loves You GB, 4 Boys and an NL Girl, and Bendy Stitchy. We all have a design in here, as well as all the other incredible information. And I've talked about this before, but you can purchase them at Evertotes in Canada, Colorado Cross Stitcher, and My Crazy Life Lori, her Etsy shop. So I just wanted to kind of put that in everybody's ear since it's getting closer to 2024. And I'm not a planner girl, but I'll be using this. Like, it's retreats, shopping, whips. It's got a calendar, and then our designs are in there. A lot of them are in color. It's cool. It's super cool. So I just wanted to kind of plant that seed again in everybody's mind. So, okay, so plans. I want to try and stitch smalls some more next year. I'm still going to work on my larger whips because I love working on the bigger, beautiful pieces. But I feel like I've gotten away from who I actually am. I used to stitch smaller pieces and finish them kind of out of the box ways, just like, you know, stitching with the housewives does. And why can't I think of her name? Because she's a friend of mine. She had stopped making Flosstube videos. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. I have short-term memory loss and apparently long-term memory loss as well. I don't even know. So I want to get back to that. I don't know how much I'll do of that, but I would like to at least add a piece into my decor next year. So we'll see. The other thing is I am toying with the idea, I don't know if I will do it, is jumping in on the Modern Folk Embroidery Stitch Along. That's going to be starting. I don't know. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I just don't know if I will have the time to keep up with it or if I'll still be in love with it. I'm weird and my taste changed. So I'm toying with it, but I really, when I saw this, Dark Woods from Be Stitch Me, I thought that would be gorgeous for it. And then I reached out to Brandy and she gave me a couple suggestions and I might do the nebula with it. And then I was thinking that maybe this would work. But the only thing is that fabric color is pretty close to one of the floss colors in the variegation. So I don't know. So that I'm toying with the idea. We'll see. But yeah, those are my plans other than continuing on and staying caught up with designing and that kind of thing. So I think that is all of the stitchy talk. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that I was inputting random videos and that kind of stuff, but I thought it would be more fun to include y'all in what I kind of post throughout the time that we're not together here on Flosstube. I apologize if you saw it already on social media, but I figured I'd share it that way. So if you aren't interested in hearing about my life updates, you can hop on out now and go check out some of the Flosstubers that I listed down below. Go check out my Etsy shop to check out the mini retreat box because I would love to have you join in on the fun. It's going to be awesome. I'm really, really super proud of it. So I hope that y'all will give me a chance on my first stitchy box. And until I see you all again, happy stitching, everybody. Okay, so life update for those of you that stick around and want to hear about the past couple of weeks. You saw all the pictures at the beginning. I love that you enjoy the intro just as much as you do the rest of the Flosstube video. It just means the world to me that I get to share my life with y'all. So Halloween was my 4-year Flosstube anniversary. And Halloween was also the day that Shadow had appointments and it was trick-or-treating time. Shadow got groomed in the morning and she hadn't been to the groomers in 3 or 4 months. So she, as much as I tried to brush her and cut her fur, she was pretty matted. So they had to shave like all her butt fur. I don't know if you've seen pictures, but she used to have like this beautiful butt fur, poofy and long. She looks so funny now. They just shaved her back end. I'm hoping it grows back. I said, do not cut off her Grinch toes completely. Her Grinch toes is what we call her, the little gray fur that comes through. So they just trimmed it. But she got groomed, and then that evening she had a vet appointment because she has allergies and they were starting to really kick in to where she was scratching and she had a rash. So she had to get a shot. She had to take antibiotics for 2 weeks. But other than that, she's in very good health. She was 71 pounds, I think, so she lost a pound since last time. But they said she's, you know, her teeth look great, she looks healthy, so that was great to hear, considering, you know, we had just lost Emma. So it was good to hear and have a little bit of reassurance that Shadow was in good health. As far as trick-or-treaters, none. No trick-or-treaters. We bought one of those big epic bags of all the best candy at Costco, filled the Halloween bowl, and not a one trick-or-treater. It was a bummer. You know, remembering as a kid, I would run around with like my pillowcase and just trick-or-treat everywhere, but I guess times are different now. So I don't know where trick-or-treaters go. Maybe the trunk or treats, or I don't know. But it was a bummer because we live like a block or so from an elementary school. So I was hoping, you know, but every year it's less and less, and this year was 0. So we had a full bowl of Halloween candy that we just snack on when we walk past it. But such a bummer. A little bit of sad news for those of you that have been following the whole Israel-Gaza conflict. You know that my older daughter, had a friend that was at the music fest that she hadn't heard from. Well, she heard the news that her friend was killed. I don't want to go into a lot of the details. Her friend's mom made the post. Let's just say that in true Hamas fashion was how she was killed. My daughter was heartbroken for a few days. She kind of just, you know, she's in Canada, so it's hard to console her, but she didn't say anything for a few days until she was ready to talk about it, and that's when she told us over the phone. So we do have an answer. It's just not a great answer. So, and then to kind of get on to some happier news, because I don't want to dwell on that. Darren's birthday was the 6th, as well as my best friend Anna. Anna's in Canada, so we'll celebrate when we're all in Nashville at market together, because she's going to come help me. He got off early for his birthday, and we went to dinner, had some cake, and he got his gifts the night before because he's a toddler. Yeah, and I'm not very good at, you know, surprises. So there was that. And Anna had turned 50. That was her big birthday. And so we're going to celebrate when we're in Nashville. Then we had a Stitchy meetup on the 7th. We had a pretty good turnout. It's always nice to see my Stitchy friends. And I shared my finishes and we hung out for a little bit. I think the meetups are getting shorter and shorter because it gets dark so early. So we basically are starting at the time that it starts to get dark. And not very many people like to drive in the dark. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with the Stitchy group over, you know, the winter time. But I look forward to getting together with them. And then it was the Marine Corps birthday on the 10th, and then Veterans Day on the 11th. So that couple of weeks is my husband's time. He does not like to boast or gloat or anything about him being a veteran, a Marine. So, you know, he's one of those that it's just like, you know, it's another day. But to me, it means the world to me that he came home safe from Iraq, and I have my very own veteran. So what we did was we booked a room down in Seaside, which is about 4 hours from us down in Oregon. We booked a room right on the beach. And so we drove down Friday morning and spent the day at Cannon Beach shopping, saw Haystack Rock, It was cold and drizzling, so that wasn't the greatest, but I mean, we're Pacific Northwesterners. That's just what we do. You don't walk around with an umbrella here either, because then we know that you're not from the Pacific Northwest. So we're out, walking around, getting wet, doing some shopping. Darren actually bought me, did I bury it? Where did I just put it? Oh, this is one of the things he bought me. He bought me a Yeti to go with my Bigfoots. Super cute. He's so sweet. Yeah, Yeti. So he's gonna go keep my Bigfoots company. And then we drove back up to Seaside and checked into our room. I kind of just hung out in the room for the evening. We had a deck, a little balcony that we could go out on, and the beach and the ocean were just like right there. It was the best 2 days. When we were in Cannon Beach, well, back up. So driving down, I kept saying, all I want to see is the elk herd. All I want to see is this elk herd that appears on the beach. Like, we've seen deer on the beach, but I want to see elk on the beach. I've seen it all over social media. They're there by Haystack Rock. And he's like, I don't know, elk sometimes are there, and they could be elusive, and because we go on drives and sometimes we'll spot elk and other times there's no elk. And I was like, well, that's all I want. That's all I want, is just to see elk. So we're shopping. Well, we went to Haystack Rock, and it was cold and windy, so we took pictures and said, yay, Haystack Rock. Because I grew up in Oregon and we camped down at the beaches all the time, so it was just like going back to my childhood. No elk. So we went shopping. Then we ate at this pizza place that my friend Daylene from So Grateful, another Flosstuber, recommended. She recommended a few places that we did actually visit. And like, it was just weird, all the timing of everything, because I was like, okay, we need to go. Like, I want to get back to the room. I'm tired. And so, we kind of rushed the waiter to box everything up, blah, blah, blah. After we ate, we were walking back to where we had parked my Jeep. And we were going to park in the parking lot. And then Darren was like, no, let's just park here in this space along the street, out of the parking lot, just in case things get crazy and, there's a traffic, we can just go. I was like, okay, whatever. Just a little bit further for me to walk. Well, I'm so glad he did that, because as we were getting back to the Jeep, Darren goes, look, and I turn and there are elk on the sidewalk, not too far from me. And in the video, you could see me turn to my Jeep and then turn back. I don't know if I left the sound on for some of the elk videos or not, because literally I was shaking and I was crying. I was crying, y'all. I was in tears because, one, being that close to elk, two, they were bugling and like talking, and it was the coolest thing ever. And then they just kept coming. Like, more would cross the street. There were babies, and then they kind of went up through this little swampy area that I got a couple pictures of. And the whole time I'm crying. I'm just like, I can't believe this. This is what I asked for. This is what I asked for. And of all things, it was on the Marine Corps birthday, where we experienced the elk. My husband was less enthused because he is a hunter, and he had gone out hunting, I don't remember, a couple weeks ago or a few weeks ago, whenever hunting season was, and didn't get anything. And he's like, all I want to do is shoot one of these. And I was like, yeah, I get it. It sucks because there's this whole elk herd that you can't do anything to. But but we watched them and we thought that they had gone off into the woods, right? So we, we're in the Jeep and I'm still going, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Oh my God, oh my God. And Darren's like, okay, calm down, because, you're gonna, upset your heart and everything. And we start driving and we pull out, we get to the stop sign and I turn and I was like, they're right there. They're right there. And so he turns at the stop sign, and you could see in the video, like, we pull into this RV space or something, and they're just like, literally, if I took a couple of steps, I could have touched the elk. It was incredible. They were coming out, and then I get out and I go, there's a skate park that nobody was in, and a few other people were there too, but I'm standing in the middle of the skate park, and they're coming around, and there's no fence in the front part of the skate park. It was weird. I think you could see a couple of pictures where it was missing. And literally, I could have just walked down and been right there with the elk. Or they could have walked up and seen me. It was the coolest experience. And then on Saturday, we relived one of our first dates from 25 years ago. We went to the Seaside Aquarium and fed the seals. 25-ish years ago, when we were dating for that short amount of time, my husband had a cast then. We had driven there and were feeding the seals together. So it was really, really cool to do that again 25 years later. To be back in Seaside, walking around and just remembering what it was like when we were there 25-ish years ago. And then randomly, my aunt and uncle, who I hadn't seen in years, who live in Gresham, were in Seaside celebrating their anniversary. And they saw my post, and my aunt asked me where we were staying, blah, blah. And we ended up meeting for lunch at Moe's, which if you ever go to any place in that Oregon coast area that has a Moe's, you need to go to Moe's. I do not like seafood, but they have the best seafood, and I loved the cheeseburger. But we met up with my aunt and uncle and caught up for a little bit. It was really, really nice to spend some time with them. And we treated them to lunch, and then we went our way. So it was a really, really good couple of days. Very, very good. And I didn't stitch because I was exhausted. That's when my stitchy bug left. I tried to stitch on the way down in my Jeep, but it was just too bumpy. So I got a few stitches in, and then I lost my mind because I was like, I can't do this. Stitching's supposed to be relaxing. It's just too bouncy. So we did all that. It was just absolutely amazing. And then on the way home, I asked him, I was like, when I was little, we used to camp at Fort Stevens all the time. It's just 15 minutes, 15 minutes from where we're at. Do you think we could swing by so I could see the Peter Iredale? And he was like, oh yeah. So, we go and we get off the road, and Darren's like, there's elk. And I was like, where? I don't see him. And he pulls up right next to them. There's two at the top of this hill, just cuddled up together. And then he pulls around. It's like this soccer field, and he pulls around in the parking lot, and then there's just an elk herd down below. It blew my mind. Another elk herd on the way to Fort Stevens. So again, freaking out because it's just the coolest thing ever. And we get to the beach. He stayed in the car because it was so windy and so cold. And there were still a lot of people out on the beach. But I got out and I took some pictures and videos of the Peter Iredale. It's been a long time since I've seen it. It looks the same. It's just a rusty shipwreck. But it's just the coolest thing ever because it's up on the beach. And it is just a tourist attraction. So it was really neat to get to see that. I am not a huge fan of the bridge that we had to cross. I completely forgot when I planned this whole trip that we had to cross the Astoria Bridge. I think I posted on social media. It's like the longest bridge, I think, in the world. I can't remember. I posted all the information. but on the way home, it was so foggy and downpour, and crossing this bridge, I was white knuckling it. I was freaking out because I don't like bridges. I don't like bridges. It was horrible, but we made it. We made it safe, you know, and it'll be a while probably before I do that bridge again on there. Oh, I forgot. Let me bend down because this is what fell. I don't know if you're still with me or not, but I got my Acorns and Threads coupon book. You can go online and order it, and it's a coupon for every month. It's definitely worth it, but that's what fell onto the floor that I forgot to talk about. So that was an awesome trip. And then today I am prepping for a colonoscopy. It was kind of a last minute thing. I had scheduled my Zoom with my Facebook group a while ago, and I was not changing it. And I didn't put 2 and 2 together until yesterday. But I was like, oh, well, they're going to keep me company while I'm miserable. So tomorrow morning, I will have the procedure done. Darren's going to be with me, and he took the day off to stay with me, just in case I have any side effect issues, because I usually do. So I wanted to get this video recorded before I got super hangry and super uncomfortable later. But yeah, so I don't know why I am getting this done. I had a doctor's appointment where they do a bunch of blood, and then he called me and he was like telling me that I was like pre-diabetic and some other things. But he never mentioned putting in a referral for a colonoscopy. So I got this random phone call from the Naval Hospital, and I was like, I have no idea why. And she's like, I don't know, it was just put in. And so here I am doing it. So I don't know if something in my blood work flagged him wanting to get me a colonoscopy. I'm not thrilled about it. So hopefully they find no polyps and no booty cancer or anything like that. So wish me luck on that. And I think that's it. I did a lot of talking. I have absolutely no idea how long this video is, so I apologize if it's super long with all the videos that I'm putting in. But I hope you enjoyed it. It was kind of a fun little thing that I wanted to try so I could include you in my social media posts if you don't follow me on social media or if you don't have social media. So hopefully you go and join the Facebook group so I can meet y'all tonight on the Zoom, and go check out my Etsy shop for the box. I would greatly appreciate it, and I would love to spend some time with you and see you win some cool raffle prizes, and you get to meet Vanna and all that other fun stuff. And if you made it to the end, please make sure you're subscribed. I would greatly appreciate it to have you as a subscriber. And until I see you all again, hopefully in another couple of weeks, as long as I get some stitching done to share with you, I hope that you are safe. A lot of crazy stuff is going on in the world right now. Iceland with that volcano. There's just so much craziness, shootings, the protests, everything. So please be mindful of your surroundings. Please stay safe. I hope that stitching brings you some comfort in this crazy time. And until I see you all again, happy stitching and love y'all.